So I'm going to read Edom refuses passage to Israel. So Edom and Israel have had problems since, remember, Esau and Jacob. Okay. Then the children of Israel, the whole congregation, came into the wilderness of Zin in the first month, and the people stayed in Kadesh, and Miriam died there and was buried there. Now there was no water for the congregation, so they gathered together against Moses and Aaron. So here they're having another problem, and here they're going against Moses and Aaron again. And the people contended with Moses and spoke, saying, "If only we had died, when our brethren died before the Lord. Why have you brought up the assembly of the Lord into this wilderness, that we and our animals should die here? And why have you made us come up out of Egypt to bring us to this evil place? It is not a place of grain, or figs, or vines, or pomegranates, nor is there any water to drink." So Moses and Aaron went from the presence of the assembly to the door of the tabernacle of meeting, and they fell on their faces, and the glory of the Lord appeared to them. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, "Take the rod, you and your brother Aaron, gather the congregation together. Speak to the rock before their eyes, and it will yield its water. Thus you shall bring water for them out of the rock, and give drink to the congregation and their animals." Now you would think, if they see somebody speaking to a rock and water gushes out, that they'd be like, "Oh my goodness, I'm never going to lose faith in God again." Okay? But look at all the stuff they already did see. Crossed the Red Sea, okay? Walls of water on each side, clear path. A pillar of fire by night, a cloud by day, guiding them the whole time. I mean, what more? That's like people today. There are miracles that still go on every day. I'm a living miracle. The doctors gave me 24 hours to live when I was born. I am 38. Okay? So, God is still doing miracles every day. And people can't see that. They want to be blind. They want to just shield their eyes and be like, la la la, don't see it, don't see it, don't hear it, la 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 la. You know, and that's how they act. But if you just open your eyes, God is doing miracles right in front of you. You can either choose to see it, or you could choose to close your eyes. That's up to you. So Moses took the rod from before the Lord as he commanded him. And Moses and Aaron gathered the assembly together before the rock. And he said to them, "Hear now, you rebels, must we bring water for you out of this rock?" Then Moses lifted his hand and struck the rock twice with his rod, and water came out abundantly, and the congregation and their animals drank. Now that's still pretty amazing. Someone can strike a rock and water comes out. But he didn't do what God told him to do. He said, "Speak to the rock." Are you going to be more amazed at somebody striking a rock and it coming out? Or are you just speaking to it and water just goes, "Let me gush out for you"? God's trying to show him, okay, your voice, speaking, the words that you say, there is power in it. So, anyway, let's see here. Here we are. Then the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron, "Because you did not believe me to hallow me in the eyes of the children of Israel, therefore you shall not bring this assembly into the land which I have given them." This was the water of Meribah, because the children of Israel contended with the Lord, and he was hallowed among them. Now Moses sent messengers from Kadesh to the king of Edom. "Thus says your brother Israel, you know all the hardship that has befallen us, how our fathers went down to Egypt, and we dwelt in Egypt a long time, and the Egyptians afflicted us and our fathers. When we cried out to the Lord, he heard our voice, and sent the angel, and brought us up out of Egypt. Now here we are in Kadesh, a city on the edge of your border. Please let us pass through your country. We will not pass through fields or vineyards, nor will we drink water from wells. We will go along the king's highway. We will not turn aside to the right hand or to the left until we have passed through your territories. They're saying we're going straight through. We're not going to mess with any of your stuff. We just want passage is all we want. Then Edom said to him, you shall not pass through my land, lest I come out against you with the sword. So he's like, you come in here, I'm attacking you. Okay. So the children of Israel said to him, we will go by the highway, and if I or my livestock drink any of your water, then I will pay for it. Let me only pass through on foot, nothing more. Then he said, you shall not pass through. So Edom came out against them with many men and with a strong hand. So Edom is tough, and they're not taking any risks of anybody going through their land. They're like, no, you come through my land, we're attacking you, period. Thus Edom refused to give Israel passage through his territory. So Israel turned away from him. Now the children of Israel, the whole congregation, journeyed from Kadesh and came to Mount Hor. And the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron in Mount Hor by the border of the land of Edom, saying, Aaron shall be gathered to his people, for he shall not enter the land which I have given to the children of Israel, because you rebelled against my word at the water of Meribah. They didn't do what God told them to do. Take Aaron and Eleazar his son, and bring them up to Mount Hor, and strip Aaron of his garments, and put them on Eleazar his son, for Aaron shall be gathered to his people and die there. So Moses did just as the Lord commanded, and they went up to Mount Hor in the sight of all the congregation. Hang on a second. Okay, let's see where I was at. Take Aaron and Eleazar his son, and bring them up to Mount Hor, and strip Aaron of his garments, and put them on Eleazar his son, for Aaron shall be gathered to his people and die there. Hang on a second. Okay, so Moses did just as the Lord commanded, and they went up to Mount Hor in the sight of all the congregation. Moses stripped Aaron of his garments, and put them on Eleazar his son, and Aaron died there on the top of the mountain. Then Moses and Eleazar came down from the mountain. And when all the congregation saw that Aaron was dead, all the house of Israel mourned for Aaron 30 days. So, the whole group mourned. I mean, Aaron was so important to the whole congregation because he was the priest, and his sons were the priests after him, so on and so forth. So, that was a sad day for them. So, anyway, but that's God's word.